next day.
It's crazy because when you're listening to it and trying to pick out the voices, it's you don't have to study so hard to sit there and pick at it because when they come through, it's like they're right beside of us talking human to human.
Well, that's cool. So, man, you guys must like spend hours looking at these pictures, and you know, does it get tedious and you guys just fall asleep or while doing this, or?
Just take your time at it.
We've had some points where it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, we're all like, okay, we're tired. But then we hear something, it's like, wait, no, let's keep going. You know, and it's just...
It draws you to it.
Yeah, you don't want to stop. No matter how long you got to stay up, it's just like, bam.
Have you had any success rates or anything, or any successful?
Yeah.
Yeah, the demonic case we did, it took a while, but we were able to, you know, get it out of there. It felt good because we helped the girl out, and she was only 14 and stuff, so I mean, she was terrified.
Oh, wow.
And, I mean, during the process, it was very stressful. We would come home at night and just try to relax, but we couldn't sleep. It was like something was watching us. But after it was all said and done, it was just a major relief. We were able to relax.
Yeah, they said things have been a lot better since we were in there and done what we done.
Like that show, Ghost Hunters, you know, like those guys, I've watched it a couple times, and, you know, they go in and, you know, those, you know, they do their whole hour or whatever they got. And then, you know, and then at the end of the show, yep, you got ghosts, we'll see you later, you know.
Yeah.
I never watched it, you know, because of that, and I always thought, I mean, is it possible to actually go in there and get rid of something?
It takes a while, but, I mean, it's possible. You can do it.
It took about 3 months
Yeah.
of consistent work on it.
Is there anybody out here? Are you trying to scare us right now?
I don't believe just going in one time that you can get enough evidence. I would set up equipment and let it run even when we weren't there to see how it interacted with their personal lives.
Now that growl, that was really creepy.
Oh, yeah.
What is,
Out loud.
you heard that out loud when it first, really?
Wow. They had enough stairs, and like you could just like when one of our team members was listening to the Frank's box, they were like, you know, it's growling. Well, like right after that, we would hear it from upstairs. It was all like, oh wait, are you serious? Because we heard it with our own ears, you know, personally, and she could just hear it over the box.
Evil. About all you can say.
Do you like do a blessing or anything like that before you go into these things?
We have learned to do it. At first we didn't, you know, we was just going into cemeteries and, you know, we were just like, wow, getting orbs and everything. And then like we hit this one and it took us about a month to realize, you know, maybe we need to start praying before we go into anything anymore. I mean, it was scary.
Yeah.
I had to have people pray over me because I guess I got possessed. I don't know.
Yeah. We had a psychic tell us that she helped us get rid of the demon. And she had told us that it will try and hold on to anything it can, whatever it can.
Wow.
Well, before we finished up the case, it had actually attached itself to her, and there was 4 of us that night, and she was saying things that didn't make sense. Her eyes had a gray look to them, and we actually had to pray over her for about 2 hours.
Do you remember any of that?
I remember bits and pieces. I do remember one part where I could feel it breathe, like right beside my ear, and then I would close my eyes, and I pictured it, like I saw it, because like when you go into these things, you can't picture them like you can picture a human being and be like, well, I got long hair, and so you can picture that, but a demon you can't, and like it was right there, full blood in my eyes. And another part I remember is we had this, big, medium-sized crucifix, and they gave it to me, and I was holding it. Well, next thing I know, I was saying that it was going to hurt me, and I didn't want it no more, and I had it flash in my eyes that it was going through my rib cage, it was just like you could feel like the demon or whatever just pushing on my back, trying to get that to go through, and it was horrifying. I'm terrified.
Wow.
Can you tell me your birthday? Can you tell me your birthday?
You gotta know what you're getting into. You gotta pray. You gotta be careful. Be safe.
Be respectful.
Yeah.
Yeah, respectful. I bet that's the main one. Yeah, having
You know,
respect.
You don't want to make them mad.
How about Ouija boards? What are your things on Ouija boards? Have you guys done any?
We've talked about it as like a group, and we had other members, but I think 1 out of 4 of us just chose, wanting a good idea, especially after, like, my experience with my mom when I was little. She was having problems in the apartment, and she slept downstairs with her front door open for 4 days in a row. And she told me what happened to stuff, and it was after she had the Ouija board, and then she had like this little glow thing and all that. And she took all that out of the house, and she was fine.
I've always heard that it opens up a doorway.
Yeah, but not a good doorway.
Yeah. Well, I heard it opens up a doorway, but either good and bad spirits can, come in and stuff like that. Do you have any words of advice for like upcoming people? Like say anybody who wants to start.
I automatically assume that everything you experience is paranormal.
Yeah, we ran into that a few times.
Not everything is. There's weird coincidences that happen. Be careful where you're going and find out more about the place before you get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. Man, that is crazy. Wow.